There we go. We do have 6. I'm not even going to bother to like close the window or anything. This is just like half an hour's worth of practice for me. I'm ranked last. I'm going to be at the back. This is the smallest race that's possible. I'm the only Division 3 driver. The smallest one that's possible to even have an official race. At least I'll get some safety rating from it, but that's pretty much all I'm going to get. It's basically half an hour's worth of practice and some safety rating. This is going to be a unique experience, I think. You've got the top 3 all within a 1/10 of a second of each other. Then you've got 4th place a further second back, and then me a further second back from that. And this is the top ranked guy. He's the only one in Division 1. He hasn't even qualified yet. He'll probably just come in and put in like a 25 or something at the end. Or he wants to start at the back to see if he can go from last to first. Yeah, he wants to start at the back to see if he can go from last to first, because we can go to the grid now. Oh, we've had people disconnect. There's only 2 of us on the line, isn't there? 3 maybe?
Green flag, green flag.
There's only 3 of us taking the start? What? This is the weirdest start to an iRacing race I've ever experienced. Oh, 2 have started from the pit lane. Including the guy who is ranked the highest. It's actually the top 2 ranked guys started from the pit lane. I guess they really want to challenge themselves. One person disconnected before the start, so that's one position that I don't need to gain. USGP 2005 it is. It's like that. That's what it feels like. So these 2 behind, they're 5 and 7 seconds back. They're going to catch up to me and pass me by the end easily. Whether they'll get to the front or not, we'll see. But for me, this is just basically half an hour's worth of practice. I don't have the pace of anybody in this session. Maybe by the end of the race I will, but it's all practice for now. Start.
The next car's the leader.
Yeah, he made a mistake. That's always possible, I suppose. No guarantee that everyone's going to be able to get through cleanly without mistakes.
Right side. Still there. Nice and smooth. You're running second. Clear.
And there he goes, back past me. That's fine. I'm not even going to put up a fight, honestly.
Left side. Keep to the right.
He's just so much faster, there's literally no point. I'm just here for practice. So, hello everyone and welcome to what is the weirdest round of iRacing I've had so far. There were literally, we were so lucky to be even getting a round where there were enough people to make this an official race. To be an official race with iRacing, you need to have a minimum of 6 people, and if it's not an official race, that means the safety rating doesn't matter, the iRating doesn't change at the end of the race, you don't get any championship points for the whatever championship you're doing. It's basically, it essentially just becomes like an off-season race where it's a bit of fun. So there were 6 people in this race just to start with, so it was right on the very cusp. But it seems like this isn't a very popular track with touring cars, at least for the time that I was playing. I could only do 2 races this week. I wasn't able to get my first fixed race in, so we're straight in with the open race, and then I'll be attempting to do the fixed race after this. But yeah, it was really, really strange to be in a situation like this where there was such a small number of drivers. Unique though, at least we're getting a unique experience out of it. But yeah, really, really weird race. This was what I kind of wanted there. I wanted to be able to follow him, and maybe I can learn something. The lead, I was going to say the leader, the number 1 ranked guy is actually not closing in how I thought he would. Maybe he's not even done the track before and he's literally just using it as practice himself. .28.0, that last lap was my best lap so far around the track. All because I was following someone quicker. I'm going to get caught by the number 1 guy by the end, I think. I'm losing about a second a lap. Another 27.9 on my own that time. Definitely improving. Oh, he's gone. The top ranked guy's left. Or disconnected, like lost connection or something. Guaranteed iRating gain. Beautiful. I think he would have caught me by the end, the way that he was catching me. But that was all he was going to catch. He wasn't catching the rest of the pack, to be honest. So thanks to 2 people disconnecting and not finishing the race, I'm going to guarantee myself a gain on my iRating for this piddly little weird race. This has been the weirdest racing experience I've ever had on iRacing, but it's been helpful. These open class races I always use as practice. That's all I really care about. Just practicing for the fixed race after this. I don't know what the population is going to be like for the fixed race after this, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Well, there we go. A very lonely 4th place, but a gain on the iRating and presumably a gain on the safety rating as well. What a weird race.
Great job. You did really well.
Plus 0.51 on the safety rating, so it was worth doing just for that, but a little plus 9 on the iRating. I would have lost iRating, but probably not by much. I mean, the guy who finished in 3rd, he lost 2 iRating because he's so highly rated. So yeah, weird one. I mean, that's my new best lap, so I'm getting better, but I'm nowhere near a 26. But it was practice, but that was so weird. Such a weird race. We'll see if the fixed race has people wanting to do it. Oh wow, there's 51 people registered for the fixed. Oh no, this is the Ferraris. Okay, I chose the wrong thing. Nobody's registered for the race. Oh my god. Oh wow, a lot of people have joined right at the last minute. We've actually got a race. Looks like I'm smack bang in the middle of the iRatings. I guess I'm going to be ranked 4th out of 7. Yep. These guys were in the 1,000 range of iRating. These were in the like 2 to 3,000 range. So I might just be on my own again. But at least we've actually got a race. It was only me. Like with 5 minutes to go. Suddenly we've got an official race. Alright, let's qualify. I wasn't expecting this to mean anything. I genuinely thought I was just going to do a race on my own and just get the experience of doing a race on my own. But we've actually got a race now in fixed that's going to mean something. For championship points, for iRating, for safety rating. There's enough people. Great start. So I'm going to talk over my qualifying lap here because it's interesting to see the improvement that I've had from that half an hour's worth of essentially practice, but obviously during the race. I learned a lot, and I always do in the first few races, and I think I learn the most when I'm racing. But when you look at this qualifying lap, the bar at the very top where it's showing you how much faster I am, that's comparing my best lap from the practice before the half an hour race. So we're basically seeing an exact comparison between the improvement that I'd made throughout that half an hour race in comparison to the pace that I was able to do before that race. So I just thought it was an interesting thing to see that, you know, these lap times, for example, that we see, they don't update for any lap times that I'd managed to set during the race. So it's a direct comparison between me after that half an hour race and me before that half an hour race. So yeah, I do mess it up a little bit on the last corner, but it was still a not too bad lap. And again, it's such a weird race, this one. We were so lucky to even be able to do a race, you know, the fixed race is the championship that I'm caring about. So the fact that we'd managed to get at least 6 people in meant I was actually racing for something, and I was able to get some championship points from this. But again, it was going to always be a weird race, this one, just because of the low population. So yeah, I hope you enjoy nevertheless. Messed up the end of the lap a little bit, but that was a better lap. At least I pulled something out of the bag representative. Wow, it was a 27.5. Holy moly.
There's the flag. It's over.
And that puts me exactly where I'm expected to be, right in the middle. I'll be happy to keep where I'm meant to be honest. The top 3, probably a step ahead of me. The bottom 3, I would hopefully be expecting to stay ahead of. So I would take a lonely race in 4th.
Green, green, green.
Dropped the first 3, the back 3 just after the start. Be alright if I could stay somewhere with this top 3 to maybe take advantage of anything that happens, but I don't think I'm going to have the pace. I've never done a 26, so they obviously all qualified with that. Ooh.
Car on.
Oh, he's blocking me off.
Still there. Hold your line.
I wonder if their leader got tagged there or he just messed it up. Yeah, I think they might start driving away from me now. Those three do have the pace on me. And I've got the pace on those behind, so maybe a lonely race in fourth. Take advantage of a crash maybe if we get lucky. It's kind of where we're at the minute. Yeah, third place is just edging away now. The top two are half a second apart. And I'm a good second to a second and a half quicker than the two behind, so stuck here really. You can see in the bottom right that this race is following, the positions in this race are exactly the same positions as the iRatings of the drivers. Highest iRating at the top and then progressively down to the lowest iRating at the bottom. That's what you get, I suppose, when you got such big gaps of iRating in a single race and there's only 6 drivers. Well, fourth place in both races, I suppose.
All right, there's the checkered flag.
Positions by default, I think, in this week. A very weird round of iRacing. A modest safety rating improvement and a modest iRating improvement. 54 championship points. I mean, it's better than nothing that I thought I was going to get because nobody was doing the race. See the improvement from lap time wise, so you know, I'll take it.